Joe, what kind of minutes is Kristaps looking at, coming back, and how consistently do you expect to kind of see him game to game in this return?
I don't really know minutes. He's worked hard. He's in good shape. We'll put him in position to be healthy and successful and do what's best for the team. And I think pretty consistent, just based on his work ethic and what he's done to get to this point.
And how much have you guys missed him in terms of defense, rim protection, that sort of thing? And how quickly do you think he'll be able to help you guys in that area?
I'm going to anticipate. With him, you're able to play different. You're able to obviously switch less, keep your matchups a little bit different. So we haven't had as much versatility with him out. So we'll look to have a little bit more versatility and expect him to start impacting that tonight.
When you mention versatility, how much will he help you offensively with some of the stuff he can do, operating out of the mid post, the low post? So obviously, he was super efficient there last year to give you guys a different look on offense too.
Yeah, it'll be an adjustment period. We'll see how teams. I think last year we had an opportunity to know how teams were guarding him. That'll take a little bit of time to figure out what the coverages are and just get used to that spacing. So it'll take some time, just figuring out how teams are going to guard him, and that will kind of dictate where we go from there. But definitely brings a different level of of offense. Whether it's our shot selection, spacing, and then different coverages that teams will play against us.
Joe, just to be clear, is there a minutes restriction on Porzingis tonight?
We're gonna do what's best for him, do what's best for the team.
Okay, and does that include, do you know if starting or?
No idea, not yet. We're gonna talk about that after this.
Okay.
I know you wouldn't want him to breach NBA rules and force you to hug him, but what did Jeff Van Gundy provide to you guys last season while he was with you? And I guess what perspective did he bring, especially with the amount of experience he had in the league?
Initially, I just think the humility. You got a guy that's been around a really long time, one of the best coaches the NBA has seen, and he's had so many experiences. But he came in with a level of humility where he was just kind of listening and understanding. Knowing that we do things kind of a little bit differently, and he just kind of wanted to learn that, and then just be a listening for anybody, whether it was me, whether it was the younger assistants on staff, and so he's brought a level of humility, a level of experience there, wisdom. Like he has a story for every situation because he's kind of been through it, and then he's got great stories. So it was a blessing to have him around. I'm really grateful for him.
What were the types of things you leaned on him for as the season went on?
Just different stuff. Like I said, he's seen every experience. He's won playoff series. He's lost playoff series. He's been in Game 7s, lost Game 7s, had losing streaks, winning streaks. So he's just kind of seen what the league is, and just has a wise, whether it's a story or a lesson learned, for different parts of an NBA season, whether it's regular season or playoffs.
I'm going back to Kristaps. When did you have an idea that he would be able to go now, and how were you guys able to prepare?
He's been working out. He's been working out with the guys, and he's been in shoot-arounds. So I've known for probably a week or so that he's going to come back today.
And was there any thought to kind of prolonging that? I know you guys work with an abundance of caution when it comes to the training staff, but you're playing pretty well right now.
I just listened when they tell me he's ready to play.
Hey, Joe, to your left. So I know that you probably get a lot of questions about three-point volume. I wanted to ask about how much you talk to your team about valuing the basketball, the possession battles. How do you evaluate that, and how do you kind of get the message through to your team that getting more shots up is more important than the shots themselves sometimes?
Yeah, we didn't do that last night. We had 4 less than they did, but margins are important in general. From a turnover standpoint, turnovers usually happen when you don't have proper spacing and you don't make the proper read versus the particular coverage that's there. So if the screen doesn't match the coverage, if the spacing doesn't match the matchup, you're more likely to turn it over. So just focusing on those little details that present the 2-on-1s to be much easier and clearer than if they would be as if you didn't have good spacing or good recognition of the coverage.
Just to follow up, is there ever a number that you're kind of I know you've talked about numbers before as far as threes made, threes attempted, or do you kind of coach to the number, or how do you balance that between just the coaching to the process?
Just take the best shot possible, whatever that looks like, depending upon what the matchup is, depending upon what our lineups are, depending upon what coverage the other team is in, depending upon where the 2-on-1 is. Just take the best shot possible, and that'll change. That'll change with KP coming back. That'll change when he's on the floor, off the floor, whether we're small, whether we're big, like all those things go into that. So at the end of the day, it's making sure we know what the coverage is, doing the best job we can to create the advantage and take the best shot possible on each possession. Thank you.